Alright, Loy Machedo, speaking to you from loymachedo.com, and it was Loy Machedo. Today the date is, what's the date? 20th April 2016, time right now is 10:35. So, you see, I'm alive. I am absolutely alive. I have nicely shaved. I look, smooth as a baby's bum. And just gave my two small doggies a nice bath. So they are also fresh. Okay, the question that everyone has been asking, boy, what the fuck happened? Why were you in the hospital? What is this all about? Is this a drama? Some people thought I was pulling on a fast one, a joke. Some others thought, they thought lots of stuff. So anyway, I just thought I'll address all these issues once and for all. Okay, so if you know me, you'll know that I always like to experiment with things. I always like to find out ways and means how you can achieve peak performance, or you can improve on your body, or whatever. So it's called biohacking. So whereby you just hack into the body systems and you find out things. When I was very young, I used to experiment, like in my 20s, with steroids on bodybuilding. So I used to see the muscles grow big. I was like, oh wow, and all that. So obviously after that, when I became too big and got injured and all that, enough of that. Thank you very much. And because I realized just having big puffy muscles is kind of no use, just being overly strong. So then I decided, okay, move into sports, which was more like running and triathlon and all that. So obviously kept experimenting with so many things, fat burners, and trying, so-called, stamina powders and all that stuff. So most of them, what I've realized, most of them are kind of hoax, because they're just bullshit. So obviously then I started experimenting with food. And the one major problem that I had was I was putting on weight. And then after researching a lot of books, I found out that the reason why we are fat is because we are insulin resistant. Let me just tell you, insulin resistance. Okay, what is insulin resistance? Okay, insulin resistance, what does it mean to be insulin? Okay, it's a condition which the body becomes resistant to the hormone insulin. Okay, because of that, we keep eating more and more and more and more and more and more, because we feel the pangs of hunger, and that in turn leads to obesity. That in turn leads to heart disease. That is why you'll see many people who are very thin and fit, but they still have diabetes. So I was like, shit, Then I just wanted to see, okay, how can I play around? So then. I'll tell you, I don't want to give you the name of this stuff that I took. Okay, so I took a non-insulin medicine that would help improve my sugar blood levels. Okay, I won't give you the name, but it's whatever it is. It was it helps sugar blood control by mimicking the hormone called glucagon, like peptide GLP-1. Okay, so what I did is I injected myself on, it's a small thing, it's you can get it off the counter. I injected myself, should have taken very little, to experiment and see what. So when I took it, then I didn't feel anything, and then I noticed that I was not feeling very hungry. I was like, oh, it actually works. I'm not eating much, so because I want to eat less. I really want to eat less. I keep eating too much. So then I was like happy about it. Next day in the morning, that is yesterday, I took one in the morning, and then I was not feeling like eating at all. I was like, wow, this is working. Ooh, yippee. Okay, fine. So I was very happy about it. And then I went to Dubai, and everything was okay. I was not feeling. Then I even thought I'll have coffee, which I normally have, espresso, to get ready into the workout. Then I started feeling dryness of the mouth, and I started feeling uneasy, and I was feeling like kind of funny in the stomach. I was like, okay, I need to get used to this shit. Okay, fine. Then my coach, poor fellow, he didn't know what was going on. He told me, let's cycle. And as we were cycling, he kept telling, which he used, push, 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 push. And I kept pushing, pushing, pushing. And then, little did I know, but I started getting dizzy, and my mouth started getting more dry. I started feeling more pain in the stomach, and I started feeling pukish. Little did I know that I was getting into what it's called low blood glucose, or hypoglycemia. okay, which I just found out. What is hypoglycemia? It is characterized by abnormally low blood glucose sugar levels, usually less than 70 mg/dl. Okay, whatever. However, it's important to talk. Okay, it's also referred to insulin reaction or insulin shock. So then I started getting dizzy. I was feeling like that, and then I just said, "Please, I can't do it anymore." Exercise. Just went to my car and I plopped, and I was sitting like this, and I was feeling dizzy. I tried to drink water. I was like just doing one sip, and I was feeling bad. I was really, I was feeling like this. So I drove all the way home. As soon as I came home, the minute I parked my car, I got out of the car, and the first thing I did was vomit, and I hate to vomit, but then as everything came out. I just covered it with sand. I was like, shit, this is bad. Then carried my bike, all the stuff home, and then my stomach started to ache. I was like, in pain, and I was dying. And then I was like, I'll just have a bath. Had a bath, and then I thought, shit, I'll go to sleep. So let it go. Went to sleep. Hardly 5-10 minutes. Got up again. Puked. I think I puked for nearly 15 times. Last, when I started puking, there was nothing coming, just mucus, and I was still puking my guts out. It's like I could literally feel everything just being pushed out. I was like, what the hell is this? So after puking, I got tired of puking. I was like, man, this has to stop. I tried, I had diarrhea, and there was nothing left in the stomach. I couldn't even have water. Then I was suffering. It went on for, I think, 6 hours. And then I was like, shit, I'm getting bad to us. If it gets so bad, I will go to the hospital. I normally hate to go to the hospital, but I was like, this goes really bad, then I will have to go to the hospital. And then it came down to the part where slowly I started feeling the pain get unbearable. I was feeling like this, really, I was like that. And then I started feeling like ants, that numbness coming on my legs. It started going from my foot all the way to my legs. Very soon I started feeling on my hands, and then I started feeling numbness, and then it went to my lips, and then I started feeling the whole thing become like numb. I was like, shit, there's something seriously wrong. I immediately called my friend, and I straight away spoke to Sharon, and I told her, Sharon, we have to go to the hospital. Immediately, she drove me to the hospital. As soon as I went to the hospital, I was like this. They checked my BP, and they said, your BP is very low. It was some 75 or something, and it was dropping down. Immediately, they took me in, and they tried to poke the vein. Yeah, they couldn't get the vein. It's nearly vanished now. Shit, after poking it so many times. Vein? Where is the vein? Vein? I used to have this vein. Oh, it's gone. Okay. They poked it here, and then they couldn't find it. Then they poked it here. Painful. They gave me total of four bottles of whatever. All went in. Then finally I started feeling better. So, okay. So finally alive. So after everything was done, then I asked the doctor, so what would have happened if I didn't come to the hospital? She said, she told, no, it's good you came to the hospital on time, because if you didn't come, nothing much. You would just go into a coma, and then you would die. That's all. Okay, that's all. Oh, all right. I thought something was nothing to worry about. So, man, it was bad. I had all the symptoms, whatever that's written here, symptoms of shakiness, nervousness, sweating, chills, irritability, confusion, rapid heart rate, lightheadedness, hunger, nausea, sleepiness, tingling of the tips, lips and tongue, headaches, weakness. I didn't have that. Stubbornness, anger, lack of coordination, yes. Unconsciousness. I really saved that. Okay. So all this was the stuff that I went through. Okay, so how am I feeling today? Still feeling a little weak, to be honest. Just drinking, sparkling water. The cheaper version. It's called club soda. Just $1, which is good. Had a small piece of apple, half piece. Had this Malbari dish, which is called idli dingy do. Okay, and some chutney. It was hard to have it. Still feeling weak. I'm actually feeling weak. My head is still paining. Just feeling a little bit, but okay. I think I'll be okay by tomorrow. So that's it. Now what are the lessons learned? First is, if you want to lose 6 kgs easily, do the stupid thing that I did, but you'll end up paying a hefty bill of $2,000. It's all water weight, which I know. Second lesson is if you're going to experiment with something, make sure you have an expert to guide you, or there's a big price to pay. And a third one is, I don't think I'm ever going to stop, biohacking and finding ways and means to get better. This is just how I am. It's just how I am. I think the best way to move forward is a ketogenic diet. Obviously, I'm not going to try this because all my workouts are endurance based. So yeah, it was really, I wouldn't say scary, but the first thought that came to my mind is, if I die, who the hell is going to manage all my Facebook groups? It's like shit. So I think I need to keep somebody to handle my Facebook groups, just in case. So apart from that, nothing else happening. I really have to get someone to handle my Facebook groups, because in case something happens, please, that Facebook groups continue. Apart from that, nothing else happening. I'm still feeling weak, but I'll be okay. But you know me, if you know me, I'm still going to be stubborn. I'm going to do whatever I want to do, and yes, I will keep finding ways and means how to reach my peak potential no matter what. And I think eventually, one day, definitely, I'm going to die young, which I'm looking forward to. I will die, but I'll die, I think, doing all this crazy shit, but living this one life happily. So please, don't do it. Don't do what I did. It's not recommended. Be careful. And that's why, first what I do is always experiment with my body. And then once I find out it works, doesn't work, then I recommend it to others. So anyway, thanks to the staff of Zuleika Hospital. You have been amazing, very gracious. I especially want to thank Sharon, always my best friend. And Rafi is like my family. Rafi, thank you very much. I troubled you. You came. I really appreciate Rafi Humayun. For those of you who do not know, he's a friend I met in life, and even though he didn't know me, even though nothing, he helped me. He gave me money, he gave me food, he gave me shelter. He's always there for me, even though I can't do anything for him. So I really appreciate Rafi. He's a very good human being. He's a Muslim, and he's a very good Muslim. I'll tell you, for those who keep, bitch slapping and talking bad about Muslims, not all Muslims are the same. You need to understand that, just because you get a couple of rednecks who just use religion in a bad way, it doesn't make everyone bad. Rafi is a classic example that Muslims are good. And I'm staying in a Muslim country, okay? So my doctor was a Muslim, my close friends have been Muslim, so just in case people keep bad-mouthing Muslims, well, stop it. And Arabs, yeah, because I'm staying in a country with Arabs. There are very good Arabs, there are some few crazy ones also, not that all are saints, but then again, you have good Indians, bad Indians, good Americans, bad Americans, so we can't keep, differentiating people like that. Apart from that, just want to say thank you to the hospital staff. I want to say thanks to Sajid. I want to say thanks to Captain Raghava. They were very kind, and they said, Loy, why didn't you call me? I'll come now. So I didn't want to trouble them. So apart from that, what else? Life just goes on, and I'm very appreciative when I'm alive again, and we'll get back to whatever stuff that I'm doing. Thank you very much, everyone. Love you all, and for all those Facebook groups messages, thank you guys. At least you are caring enough to send something. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Okay, lots of love. And I'll get back to my nonsense. Okay, Loy from LoyMachedo.com, and it was Loy Machedo saying goodbye for now, and until next time.